Hi everyone, Suzanne here. I hope you're all well and welcome to Sew Custom. Today's video is going to be my top online fabric shops of 2018. So if you're interested in seeing that, then let's get started. So I did this exact same video last year for 2017 and I had 5 online fabric shops that I really loved back then. This year I've reviewed that list and it is now down to 4. 3 of which were on the list last year, 1 of which is new, and 2 of which have dropped off the list. I've also set myself some rules for these videos. So number 1 is I have to have ordered from the fabric shop at least 3 times, delivery has to be really good, and website has to be really good. So without further ado, let's get on to the first one. So number 1 is the Textile Centre. This was on the list last year and it was on the list for 3 specific fabrics. Number 1 was their 100% viscose, number 2 their American crepe, and number 3 their viscose jersey. I like all of those fabrics equally this year, but I like the Textile Centre this year for more reasons. So I'll pop in some pictures of some of the stuff that I've made with my favourite fabrics from the Textile Centre. So this first one is their 100% viscose. The example here is a little off the shoulder number I made in the summer, and this 100% viscose comes in numerous prints. This one I love, and the viscose is super drapey, super lightweight, really beautiful against the skin and great for little summer tops like this one. Sews up really well, washes really well. So love their 100% viscose. The second fabric I love from the Textile Centre this year is their viscose TWILL. So here I've made it up in a little skirt and top. This was a transitioning outfit that I made coming into the autumn last year, and the viscose TWILL I think is perfect for that. So it has all the properties that the first 100% viscose has, just this one has a little bit more body, hence it being a great transitional fabric. And the viscose TWILL is a little bit more stable than the 100% viscose. The 100% viscose can sort of slide around a little bit, whereas the viscose TWILL is much more sort of solid on your sewing table, so it won't run off on you too much. And because of that, I used it again here in this little button-up dress. And this has lots of different details in it, and this viscose TWILL takes those details really well. So love that one. So that's their viscose TWILL, and I still love their viscose jersey. I didn't make anything up this year in their viscose jersey, but I did buy quite a lot of it. So I'll pop in some pictures of a couple of examples. So these ones I bought quite recently, and one of the things I like about the viscose jersey from the Textile Centre is the prints that they have. They have quite a lot of geometric prints and some more sort of traditional sort of paisley print. They also have border prints in the jersey, which I really like because you can play around with the design of that on whatever garment you're making. As I say, I love these viscose jerseys for wrap dresses, so love that. So last year I really liked their American crepe fabrics that they had in, and I didn't really find any of those this year, but I did find some of their georgette that I really liked. So these 2 are both dresses I made up for the summer, and what I love about their georgette is their variety of prints. So they're really vibrant, beautiful and girly. They sew up really well, they wash really well, they have a beautiful drape, very stable to sew with, and they will take some details as well. So this little teal dress here has some pleats, it has a zip, and this fabric holds up really well. They also take a flounce really well, so the flounce will sit beautifully in this type of fabric, and you'll see that here in this little floral number. So love their georgettes. But there's a couple of other reasons why I like the Textile Centre this year. So I'm still learning this sewing business, and because of that I'm learning every day new techniques. I'm trying out different fabrics all of the time, and I don't want to learn those new techniques or try out new fabrics that are super expensive. I want to learn new techniques on fabric that I'm not too bothered about it getting ruined. So the Textile Centre is brilliant for that. So for example, this one, which is a beautiful, beautiful embroidered fabric, which I have no clue how to work with. And because of that, again, I'll go to the Textile Centre, buy it at a little bit more of a cheaper price there, and then I'll play around with that fabric until I understand what the best techniques are to work with this type of fabric. This one, by the way, is gorgeous. I wasn't expecting it to be such beautiful quality. So if they have any left, I'll be playing around with this one, but I definitely think I'll be making my final version up in this one. So love that about the Textile Centre. And the other thing that I really like about the Textile Centre is that they do a 10% discount once you spend £30 or more. They also do free delivery once you've spent £30 or more. So I really love that. It just makes your basket that already is really reasonably priced, like super reasonably priced. So love that. So that is my number one, the Textile Centre. And then my number two this year is Fabworks. Fabworks was on the list last year, and it was on the list specifically for their 100% wool fabrics. That remains exactly the same this year. Although they do a number of other fabrics there, my preferred fabric to get from Fabworks is their 100% wools. So I'll pop in some pictures of some of the items I've made up with their wools. So this first one is a MELTON. Beautiful, beautiful quality, just like all of these. The MELTON is really soft, has a beautiful drape to it. Perfect for a coat like this, like a more lengthier coat that you need to sort of flow just a little bit. It's quite a medium heavyweight fabric, sews up really beautifully, although one thing to note, because it is a medium to heavyweight fabric, is if you have any details that are all coming together in one point, so lots of thick fabric in one point, you might struggle with sort of getting it through your machine. I struggled when I was sewing up this ISLA trench coat, but I just worked with it until I found ways of getting through that. So the MELTON takes details really well. So you'll see here the ISLA has some beautiful top stitching that shows up perfectly in this MELTON fabric. Even the buttonholes are just beautiful in this fabric. So love that. So that's their 100% MELTON wool. They also do more sort of light to medium weight wools, and this one is a herringbone. I sewed this up in this spring coat last year in this beautiful, beautiful colour. So this is like a really vibrant sort of fuchsia maybe, and the herringbone in it gives a nice bit of texture and a bit of interest. This one sews up particularly well because it's that little bit of a lighter weight. Went through my machine beautifully, wears really well, just love this one. And then this last example has two fabrics in it from Fabworks. The outer here, this beautiful cobalt blue, is a twill. It's quite a structured fabric, which lends itself really well to designs like this. It's quite a heavyweight fabric, so beautiful and warm. And again, just like the ISLA, it takes details beautifully. So this one has patch pockets, it has some top stitching on it, and it just takes all of those details really nicely. And then the lining fabric is another one of their 100% wools. This one is in a plaid, a beautiful vibrant plaid, not itchy at all against the skin, and in this type of coat gives that extra layer of warmth that you need for the winter. Again, just like the previous, wears really well, super comfortable. So that's those. Love Fabworks, just love the quality of their fabrics. And all of these fabrics are less expensive than you might think because the quality is so good. So I think all of these range from about £12 per metre to £18 per metre, which I think is just amazing for 100% wool. So Fabworks meets all the criteria that I mentioned earlier. So the delivery is really good, their website's really good, and as I say, the quality is just fantastic. So that is my number 2, Fabworks. And number 3 on the list is the Fabric Room. This did make the list last year, but it made the list last year specifically for their solid coloured fabrics. This year I've tried out a few other fabrics from them, which I really like. So again, I'll pop in some pictures. So this little shift dress I've made up here in one of their Wonder Crepe fabrics. The Wonder Crepe has a beautiful body to it, really drapey, perfect for the likes of a shift dress. Also takes a detail really well, so you'll see in this one I've pleated some of the fabric around the yoke and also around the armholes. Sewed up so nicely, washes really well, wears really well, so love that. So that's their Wonder Crepe. And then this second one is another VISCOSE, which I absolutely adore. So this is their VISCOSE Melange. I've made it up here in a little set, so a cami and a kimono set, which is beautiful in this fabric because the fabric has the perfect amount of drape for these types of garments. Again, just like the Textile Centre viscose, this is so cool against the skin, wears really well, washes really well, sews up really well. And this next one is a new discovery for me this year. So this is called their POSH CRINKLE crepe. It's in an animal print and I've made up a shirt dress in it. And this crepe fabric is super easy to work with, very stable, a good drape and a good amount of body to it. So perfect for the likes of a shirt dress. So love that. And then the other fabrics I discovered this year, it was actually one of you guys that put me on to these, is their linen fabrics. And when these arrived, I could not believe the quality of them. They're super soft, good weight to them. I haven't sewed any of these up yet, so not sure how they sew, but I'm expecting really good things. They were so inexpensive, and I'm hoping that this year they get in some solid colour linens, but these couple in particular I think are going to be some sort of summer shirt dresses or button down dresses. So love these ones. Again, the fabric room meet all the criteria that I set out at the start. There's only one thing I would say about their delivery, and that is that you have to sign on delivery, which I don't really like because it means you have to stay in the house waiting for the delivery guy. But apart from that, love the fabric room. Number 4, and the new addition to the list this year, is Guthrie Ghani. And Guthrie Ghani have made the list this year, number 1 because they meet all the criteria that I mentioned, but the main reason that I love Guthrie Ghani is because I feel I can get fabrics there that I can't get anywhere else. And this first one is an example of that. So this is a cotton fabric that has beautiful blue threads woven through the fabric in various sort of wonky lines. I absolutely love this fabric, and I had been on the hunt for a fabric like this for about a year, and Guthrie Ghani was the only place that I could get it. So this one washes up beautifully, wears beautifully, sews up so nicely, and the quality of this fabric is super nice. So love that. The other thing that I really love about Guthrie Ghani is that they do kits. So I bought a kit for the Melalo, the Deer and Doe Melalo shirt. And what I really love about Guthrie Ghani's kits in particular is they seem to come with everything that you could possibly need. So this kit came with the pattern with this McElroy fabric, which is a cotton lawn. It came with interfacing, buttons, needles, just everything that I could need. The fabric is a beautiful quality, nice and lightweight, cool against the skin, brilliant little summer shirt I thought. The kits are very reasonably priced considering you're getting fabric and pattern and all of that extra sort of bits and bobs that you need. So I really love that about Guthrie Ghani. I've seen other kits elsewhere that seem to only come with maybe just the pattern and the fabric, which are fine in themselves, but I particularly like Guthrie Ghani because they have all of the other stuff that you need. And then this last one is one of their linen viscose blends, and I love this one for all of the same reasons as the first little shift top. So I love the print on the fabric. So this print I could not see anywhere else, or a print like this. So I love that it's unique, sewed up beautifully, washes beautifully. This one got so much wear over the summer. So absolutely love that fabric, and will definitely look out some more linen viscose blends. Hopefully they'll get in some new designs this year, so love that. And then the last thing that I love about Guthrie Ghani so far is that they also have a vlog. So they'll vlog their new fabrics. They'll also make pattern suggestions for those fabrics. They'll show you how the fabric drapes. They'll show you sort of how thick it is. Does it wrinkle? Those types of things, all of which I find super useful. I find it difficult sometimes to sort of visualize what the fabric's going to be like when I get it home, when I'm just looking at a flat picture on a website. So that is super helpful from Guthrie Ghani. So that is my number 4. And now on to the 2 that have dropped off the list. Number 1 is Minerva Crafts and number 2 is Fabric Styles. The reason why both of these have dropped off the list is because I just simply didn't order enough from them. So Fabric Styles I didn't order anything, and Minerva Crafts I only think I placed 1 order. So I did make up some garments from both of these shops. So I'll pop in a couple of examples just so you can see what the fabric's like. This one is a viscose jersey from Minerva Crafts, made up in a wrap dress. Loved this fabric, really loved this fabric. Sewed up really well, washes really well and wears really well. And then these next few are all from Fabric Styles. These are all scubas I had in my stash last year. Just like every other thing I've mentioned. Sew up really well, wash really well, wear really well. So although both of those shops don't make the list this year, they're still worth a look. I still like those shops. So that's it. So that is my top 4 online fabric shops of 2018. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, please do. And I shall see you in my next one. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic week. Bye folks!